Some interesting news from Ohio. Apparently, lawmakers prepare to introduce Contraception Begins Erection Act, which makes it illegal for men to have sex without trying to create a child. Um, Ohio lawmakers are set to introduce the Contraception Begins Erection Act, a provocative bill that would make it illegal for men to engage in sex without the intent to conceive a child. Representatives have announced that their plans on a Blue Sky video, saying that the purpose is to first introduce it in Mississippi. I don't know if that's happening or not. And they're saying fair is fair, right? If this legislation is so dedicated to regulating women's bodies and their access to contraceptives and abortion care, then let's start policing men in the same way. After all, it does take two to tango, right? Our bill would make it illegal to discharge semen or genetic material without the intent to fertilize an embryo. The penalties for illegally discharging genetic material would be $1,000 for the first offence, $5,000 for the second offence, $10,000 for any subsequent offence. Firstly, some people are rich enough; they'll just do that and then pay the fine. That doesn't. So are you clamping? Are you taking advantage of people who aren't so well off? Secondly, you can still have protection or whatever else, and you can still end up with a child. So what then? Are you going to find someone? And the language used policing men. If you use the language policing women, they'd be outraged. But oh no, we'll just say we're policing men, like men are irresponsible or whatever. Is that what you're trying to say? I feel like they need to think about it more. And people are intelligent enough to make their own decisions. You don't need to fine them for doing what's natural. And of course, decisions change. At the moment, you might have one decision, you want to have a child or whatever else, and then a few weeks later, both partners have that decision. Then a few weeks later, one or both partners change, and now what are you gonna do? Find the man. So I feel like they should think about this more rather than rushing to try and quote unquote protect women or whatever. I feel like this is gonna potentially do more harm than good, because of the consequences. People are gonna try and find loopholes, and maybe potentially women will be taken more advantage of in different ways.